Do you remember these slogans? Milk, it does a body good. Bet you can't just eat one. Or the candy of the future. Or they're great. These are all slogans from unhealthy foods. So, of course, milk, you know that one. And milk does not do a body good. Bet you just can't eat one. That's Lay's potato chips, loaded with inflammatory oils that they cook them in. The candy of the future was Tang. Do you remember Tang? It's a powdered sugar heavy beverage as a futuristic healthy drink. And then, of course, they're great. That's Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, advertising to kids. My God, I'm going to tell you why cereal is the most unhealthy food that you can eat. So keep listening. Have you been diagnosed with MS and you're looking for more answers outside your typical medical system? You are not alone. Hi, I'm Adrienne. I'm a nutritionist and a certified integrative nutritional health coach. And I became interested in holistic health because I reversed my own MS symptoms over 10 years ago. Yes, reversing MS is possible. I'm living proof along with so many others. And I enjoy helping others reverse their symptoms too. Are you ready to learn a few things today? I am. Let's dive in. I can't believe a lot of the lies that we've been given. But on another note, real quick, if you need help reversing your MS, and maybe you've tried everything, you've tried changing your diet, you've tried some exercise tactics, you've tried self-care, you've been working on your mental wellness, and you still cannot reverse all of your symptoms. And that's when I come in. So if you want help doing that, just reach out, info@nourishyourway.com. I can help you discover which things that you need to change within your life to heal. I help people reverse their MS all the time. So just reach out to info@nourishyourway.com. But here we go. We have been fed so many lies about the foods we eat, and it's these food companies that are in the market for profit and usually not to help you with your health. And I've talked about this before. In 1992, the government came out with a food pyramid. And on the bottom of that food pyramid said that we need, I think it was 6 to 11 servings of grains every day. No, we don't. You don't need any grains at all. In fact, if you eat too many grains, it's going to cause weight gain. And when those grains enter your body, they turn into sugar. So this was the farming industry that lobbied for all those grains to go on the food pyramid. And this information is what I got from Dr. Mark Hyman. And then Dr. Hyman also said that dairy does not need to be on that food pyramid at all either. And it's still on my plate. I think this was the Obama administration. It still has a glass of milk as part of a healthy diet. No, we don't need milk at all. In fact, most milk is not good for us. Any dairy, for the most part, is not good for us. So that's where the government comes into play, giving us lies. But then here we come upon breakfast. This is where we've been lied the most to. And here's the lie. Cereal is quick, convenient, and healthy, a necessary staple for children and adults. No, it is not. It's actually one of the worst things that you can eat for breakfast is cereal with milk, because most cereals have added sugars, and regular cow's dairy milk is horrible for you. We cannot digest it properly. So I want you to take that out of your breakfast routine. What I want you to eat is a good fat and a good protein and a green smoothie. So remember when we were taught that eggs have too much cholesterol? And that was a bunch of baloney, because eggs from chickens that are pasture raised, that are able to go outside, and they naturally eat, grass, bugs, dirt, soil. That is what chickens eat. And when we eat the eggs from those kind of chickens, pasture-raised chickens, and that's what I look for when I'm grocery shopping, And thank God I've got friends who have chickens and I pay them for their eggs. So it's a win-win. So those kind of eggs have more vitamin D, more vitamin E, more omega-3, which we need. And it's a healthy protein. And then if you can eat sausage without any preservatives or added sugars to it, same with bacon, that is a good fat. So if you can eat a good egg with good bacon and good sausage and a green smoothie with some blueberries in it, you've got it made. That is like the perfect breakfast. So do you guys remember the dairy industry? Do you remember all the commercials of milk does a body good? And no, it does not. Or to remember that milk mustache campaign where they got all these celebrities, including like Kermit the Frog, including models, wrestlers, actors, to show you that they drink milk, sports figures. And if they drink milk, then milk must be good for us. And regular dairy cow's milk is not. I want you to think about it this way. Milk is produced from a mammal, right? When we're born, our mothers produce milk. And when we're younger, we have lactase to help digest that really nutrient-dense milk for us when we're young. But as we get older, we lose the capability to digest that milk product because we lose the lactase in order to digest the lactose. And also, dairy cows, especially in the US, most of them are unhealthy cows. And it's because they're fed things like oats and corn and other garbage that cows are not supposed to eat. Cows are supposed to eat grass and eat from the earth. And these farmers put these cows in cages, and there's usually dirt and mud, and there's usually too many cows corralled. And then guess what? They get sick, they get diarrhea. And they're also given shots of antibiotics so that they stop having diarrhea. So these are sick cows. And then we as humans, and then why are we as humans drinking another mammal's milk as adults? It's really insane when you think about it that way. So I went over the cereal lies, and even if cereal doesn't have any sugar, most of them do, 95% of them do, but you don't need the milk and you don't need the grains. Americans eat way too many grains, and guess what? Over 50% of Americans are overweight, and that's because we eat way too many grains. It's not healthy. And here's the other part of it. Remember the low-fat fiasco? If I never got sick, I never would have learned about all this stuff. So the lie was fat makes you fat and leads to heart disease. Therefore, we must choose low-fat or non-fat versions of everything, which that was not the truth either. So what happened was food companies removed fat, but what they did was they added sugar to it and more salt and more thickeners to make it taste good. And then the sugar got us hooked on a lot of different products. Sugar is actually very addictive. I was addicted to it. So we need healthy fats. And actually getting fats from animal products, and these have got to be healthy animals, right? Pasture-raised beef, organic chicken, wild-caught fish. Those are the really good fats that we need. And then avocados and getting fats from nuts or olive oil. And make sure you're getting your olive oil from good sources as well. And these are essential for hormone production and nutrient absorption, like vitamin A, D, E, and K. We can't absorb these vitamins without eating good fats. And when we eat enough good fat, we also feel full with good protein. So what is in a lot of products? The inflammatory oil invasion. So here's the problem. Most of the oils that are used in processed foods are high in omega-6 fatty acids, which are things like soybean, corn, cottonseed, or canola oil, all these oils, peanut oil, vegetable oil. These are horrible for you. The oils I want you to stick to are coconut oil, olive oil, avocado oil, ghee, Ghee, that's clarified butter, or butter from grass-fed cows or pasture-raised cows. Those are my top 5 good oils I want you to consume, or cooking oils. Now we need omega-3 and omega-6, but I don't want you to get omega-6 from any of those other oils. I want you to focus on getting omega-3. And if you focus on eating healthy foods like nuts, seeds, good oils, you're gonna get enough omega-6. And I actually take an omega-3 vitamin, multivitamin every day, and it's from fatty fish. It's good for your brain and the rest of your body. We definitely need omega-3. And all these processed foods use these inflammatory oils, and it makes a massive imbalance of the pro-inflammatory setting. And here's the impact. This massive imbalance of omega-3 to 6 is pro-inflammatory, setting the stage for chronic diseases, just like MS. So when you're shopping, it's really hard to find any ingredients that are healthy for you as far as a processed food. I buy once in a while crackers, but I make sure that there's good oils in it, like avocado oil, for example. And I look for gluten-free as well. And then the carbs and sugar conspiracy, right? So here's the reality. If a processed food isn't loaded with inflammatory oils, it's often loaded with refined flours, which is wheat, rye, or barley. Those are the popular ones. And they're also loaded with sugar. And the hidden sugars are not just the obvious in candies or candy bars, for example. They're also disguised as high fructose corn syrup, which they're in many protein bars. So more than 50% of the protein bars out there are not healthy for you, and they look like they are. Yogurt, most yogurts have a high sugar content. Now, what I do is I eat coconut yogurt, sugar-free, and it tastes just like regular yogurt, and it does not taste like coconut at all. And then many breads have high fructose corn syrup as well, and also wheat, and also pasta. So I buy gluten-free pasta as well, but I look at the ingredients to make sure there's not a bunch of junk in it. Here's the other thing that's probably going to blow your mind or knock you off your rocker, because I just learned about this and I cannot believe I did not know about this. So if you buy bread and you buy bread from a company, not from a bakery, it usually will have an ingredient in it. It's called L-cysteine, and I might not be pronouncing that right. It's L-cysteine, and it's an amino acid that is used in commercial baking as a dough conditioner or a dough relaxer. This is also what gives it a long shelf life. So these food companies will put this in the bread to make the bread last longer. And I'm going to tell you something here's what's going to blow your mind. What is the source of that? That L-cysteine has been derived by chemically processing human hair and also feathers and hog hair. If you Google this, it'll show you. Most of this hair has been derived from China, and these are from like barbershops. This is what produces this. It's in our bread. This was mind-blowing to me. I couldn't believe it until I looked it up. And I not only looked it up with Google, I looked it up with a lot of different other sources to be sure that this was the truth. And I couldn't believe it. So if you have to eat bread, which you can live a very healthy life without bread, but I eat once in a while, only because I'm healthy now. I did not eat any bread while I was healing from MS. But now, once in a while, I'll go to a bakery and I'll buy some sourdough bread. Sourdough bread is much easier on the body to digest. It's been fermented. And when you go to a bakery, you know exactly what ingredients are in it because you can talk to the bakers and you can find out what ingredients are in it. And that bread will usually last for me 5 to 6 days before it turns moldy. And that's what you want. You want it to be fresh. You don't want it to have human hair in it to make it last longer on the shelf. My God, it's unbelievable to me. The more I find out about some of these things, I just cannot believe it. But I hope that information will keep you from buying bread on the shelves from these different companies. It's not good for you. It's not healthy. But I want you to eat lots of veggies, good quality meat from healthy animals, a little bit of fruit and seeds and nuts. Like that is such a healthy diet. And then add in your good fats. So I hope this helped you a little bit, really to know that food from food companies 95% or more of the time are not healthy for you at all, and they are not going to support you, but you got to take them off your list. So if you need help with some recipes and some other tips on getting well, you can do my 12-week program and learn so much about healing MS. You will be so surprised at all the material that I have for you. It's actually a fun program that I've created. So anyway, until next time, you guys will hear from me in the near future. Would you like some support in healing your symptoms? You can totally heal. I've helped people do this. It's possible. So if you want help, reach out. You can email me at info@nourishyourway.com, or you can go to the Work With Me page on my website, and that's nourishyourway.com. And you can get on my program and I'll help you get back to health. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to get your healthy life back.